Did you know there are dogs that, when standing on two legs, are taller than a grown adult? Today, I'll show you the 10 largest dog breeds in the world. But here's the twist. The #1 giant is not the Great Dane. And I promise, when you see it, you'll be blown away. To keep things fair, we measure size with a double rule. First, how many centimeters from the ground to their shoulders, and then the kilos that show up on the scale. Only the true titans who dominate both height and weight make it into this ranking. These breeds aren't just enormous, they've been symbols of royalty, guardians of castles, and heroes of rescue missions in snow and water. Yet behind their imposing looks, many are gentle giants who'd love nothing more than to nap on your sofa. If they fit. So stay tuned, because some of these breeds are so astonishing they look like they walked straight out of a movie. Welcome to Curiometro. Number 10. The Russian Hunter, also known as the Borzoi, that perfect blend of height, speed, and elegance you'd imagine sprinting through the gardens of a snow-covered palace. Its Russian name literally means fast, and just 2 strides are enough to understand why. Over 4 centuries ago, Russian nobles wanted a dog capable of chasing wolves across open fields while still looking regal at a royal ball. They crossed greyhounds brought from the east with thick-coated local dogs, and the Borzoi was born. For centuries, you could only own one if it was a gift from the Tsar. After the revolution of 1917, the breed nearly vanished, condemned as an aristocratic symbol. Standing between 68 and 85 centimeters at the shoulder and weighing 27 to 47 kilograms, the Borzoi shows off impossibly long legs, a body shaped like a saber, and a silky coat that falls in waves. Its colors are endless, pure white, golden, gray, or whimsical blends, all draping it like a ballroom cloak. Its life expectancy, 10 to 12 years. But behind that elegance lies character. Indoors, silence rules, calm, clean, and fond of long naps. With family, it's affectionate. With strangers, politely reserved, as if it inherited the etiquette of a royal court. Yet, if something small moves in the distance, its ancient instincts awaken. In seconds, it can reach speeds close to 60 kilometers per hour. Want to live with one? 3 simple keys. Exercise, no marathons, just a daily sprint in a fenced park. Grooming, 2 or 3 brushings per week to avoid tangles and keep the coat shining. Diet, light, divided meals to protect its stomach and keep its athlete's figure. In Imperial Russia, Borzoi often appeared in official portraits, princes posing with one on each side. Later, Hollywood gave them the spotlight in films like War and Peace and 102 Dalmatians. Whenever a Borzoi steps on screen, it steals the scene with ease. That's the Borzoi, a relentless hunter in the field, but indoors, a silent gentleman who only asks for a comfortable sofa and your company. If you're looking for a large dog that combines history, beauty, and calm, the Russian Hunter deserves a place on your wish list. Number 9. The French Gladiator, Dogue de Bordeaux, also known as the French Mastiff. A solid block of muscle with a heart of gold, and one of the oldest breeds in all of France. Its lineage traces back to the Celtic Mastiffs of the Iron Age. In the Middle Ages, it fought in arenas against bulls and bears. Later, it guarded castles and even helped butchers drag massive cuts of meat. Always a hard worker at humanity's side. Its dimensions are imposing, standing 58 to 68 centimeters at the shoulder, weighing 45 to 68 kilograms, and with a life expectancy of 8 to 10 years. A huge head, broad chest, and short but powerful legs. A short reddish coat carved with deep wrinkles makes it unmistakable. At home, it surprises with its calm nature. Strongly attached to its family, affectionate with its loved ones. With strangers, it stays serious until trust is earned. It doesn't need to show aggression. Its mere presence is enough to dissuade anyone. Keeping it healthy comes down to 3 clear routines. Moderate exercise, calm walks, no running under the sun, since its short muzzle struggles with heat. Daily wrinkle care. A clean towel prevents infections in its facial folds. Controlled diet. It loves food and gains weight easily, so meals must be measured to the gram. In 1989, it became a worldwide star alongside Tom Hanks in the movie Turner and Hooch. That Hooch stole more than one scene and boosted the breed's popularity across the globe. That's the Dogue de Bordeaux, the look of a gladiator, the soul of a loyal companion, a silent guardian who only asks for cool shade, a towel for his wrinkles, and the reassurance that his family is close. Number 8. The Colossus of Campania, the Neapolitan Mastiff, the last guardian of Rome, with history written in every wrinkle. Its lineage goes back to the molasses dogs that marched alongside Roman legions. 2,000 years later, during World War II, the breed nearly disappeared. It was journalist Piero Scanciani who gathered the last surviving specimens in Naples and saved the breed forever. Its giant proportions speak for themselves. Height of 60 to 75 centimeters at the shoulder, weight between 50 and 70 kilograms, and a lifespan of 7 to 10 years, 9 years. A massive head, broad bones, and loose skin forming deep folds like wearing its own cloak. At home, it radiates serenity, loyal to the core and protective without noise or drama. With family, it shows affection. With strangers, a single warning glance is usually enough. Caring for one is simple but precise. A short, cool walk, an easy trot at dawn or dusk since heat quickly wears it down. Its folds are precious but delicate. A damp towel each day prevents irritation. And lastly, balanced nutrition. Keeping weight under control avoids overloading those heavy joints. Fun fact, in the Harry Potter films, Hagrid's dog Fang is played by several Neapolitan Mastiffs. Not even Hogwarts magic can outshine those iconic wrinkles on the big screen. That's the Neapolitan Mastiff, a living legacy of the Roman Empire, now swapping colosseums for your backyard. All it asks for is shade, fresh water, and your company. The rest comes built in. Number 7. The giant of the seas, the Newfoundland, the dog that turned brute strength into a life-saving craft. It all began in the 17th century on the Canadian island of Newfoundland. European fishermen crossed their mastiffs with local dogs adapted to the icy Atlantic, creating a natural-born swimmer. A dog that hauled nets, pushed boats, and, when needed, pulled a man from freezing waters as if he were driftwood. Its size is striking, standing 66 to 74 centimeters at the shoulder, weighing 60 to 70 kilograms, with a life expectancy of 8 to 10 years. Heavy-boned, deep-chested, and with webbed paws, true canine flippers. Its coat is dense, double, and waterproof. Classic colors, solid black, rich chocolate brown, or the famous black and white. Its character is legendary. Gentle, patient, and protective with children. Indoors, it moves slowly as if it knows one wag of its tail could topple a vase. With strangers, it shows calm courtesy, unless someone is in danger in the water. Then the rescuer awakens and nothing can hold it back. Keeping it happy is simple. Fresh exercise without overdoing it. A good walk and, if possible, a swim since the water is its favorite gym. Daily brushing because that dense coat traps everything and sheds if neglected. And a balanced diet to keep its hips and heart strong. Curious fact, in 1812, Lord Byron wrote an entire poem dedicated to his Newfoundland boatswain, and even ordered him a larger tomb than his own. 2 centuries later, coastal rescue teams in Italy and France still train Newfoundlands to leap from helicopters and tow up to 3 people at once. That's the Newfoundland, a 70-kilo teddy bear that trades your living room for the ocean the moment it smells salt in the air. Strong as an anchor, soft as a blanket, and always ready to prove that true greatness lies in the heart. Number 6. The German Lion. The Leonberger, a dog born to resemble the heraldic crest of its city, only to end up conquering kings. Its story begins in 19th century Germany, in the town of Leonberg. Legend says its creator wanted a dog that mirrored the lion on the city's coat of arms. By crossing St. Bernards, Newfoundlands, and Great Pyrenees, he forged a majestic figure. First beloved by European royalty, it soon gained fame for its regal presence and gentle spirit. Its appearance is commanding, 65 to 80 centimeters at the shoulder, weighing 45 to 77 kilograms, with a lifespan of 8 to 9 years. A powerful frame, broad chest, and above all, a thick mane around the neck that gives it its lion-like aura. The double coat is water-resistant, ranging in shades of sand, reddish, or golden, always with a black mask. Its temperament is perfectly balanced, serene at home, patient with children, yet always ready to work when asked. Loyal to its family, greeting strangers with politeness. It doesn't seek conflict, its size alone is enough to prevent trouble. Thanks to its webbed paws, it enjoys swimming almost as much as a Newfoundland. Caring for one requires steady but simple routines, long walks or a good swim to burn energy, thorough brushing twice a week to keep the mane from matting, and carefully measured meals to protect its joints from excess weight. Mental stimulation also matters. Quick to learn, it enjoys pleasing its people. Curious fact, during World War I, Leonbergers were used to pull ammunition carts in the Alps. The same strength that dazzled in imperial halls ended up serving on the front lines. That's the Leonberger, the appearance of a king, the heart of a nanny, and the strength of a draft horse. A true lion on 4 legs who trades roars for kisses as long as his pack is near. Number 5. The guardian of the Himalayas, the Tibetan Mastiff, a legend that once guarded Buddhist temples and nomadic camps at more than 4,000 meters above sea level. Its story is lost among the peaks of Tibet, thousands of years ago. While monks prayed and shepherds herded yaks under the vast sky, this mastiff stood guard through the night, barking like a gong to scare away leopards and wolves. Marco Polo himself compared it to a donkey in size and to a lion in voice. From then on, the myth spread across the world. Its presence is imposing, standing 61 to 76 centimeters at the shoulder, weighing 40 to 80 kilograms, with a lifespan of 10 to 12 years. A solid body, broad bones, and a thick mane around the neck that serves as a natural armor against the Tibetan cold. Typical colors range from black and tan and golden to deep red, even a ghostly bluish gray. Its temperament is as lofty as the mountains that shaped it, independent, territorial, and reserved with strangers, but fiercely loyal to its family. It is not a dog for mechanical obedience. It respects calm leadership, not shouting. At home, it moves quietly, almost like a cat, but at night it patrols and barks if anything disturbs the peace. To care for it, 3 simple keys: cool, moderate walks, heat exhausts it quickly, deep brushing a couple of times a week, especially during shedding season, and above all, early socialization, so its guardian instincts don't harden into excessive distrust. In 2014, a red Tibetan Mastiff was auctioned in China for more than €1.5 million, becoming one of the most expensive dogs ever sold. Proof that the mystical aura of the Himalayas still holds its value. That's the Tibetan Mastiff, a giant wrapped in wool, protecting with the calm of a monk and the resolve of a sentinel. Living with one is less about owning a dog, and more about sharing your life with a living piece of mountain legend. Number 4. The hero of the Alps, the Saint Bernard, the dog who traded blizzards for hugs and earned a sacred place in every story of snow rescues. It all began in the 17th century at the Great Saint Bernard Pass, linking Switzerland and Italy. There, monks of the hospice bred a strong dog, capable of carving paths through snow to reach lost travelers and lead them back to warmth. For 200 years, these giants patrolled storms and avalanches. One of them, named Barry, saved 40 lives all by himself. Its size is formidable, 70 to 90 centimeters at the shoulder, weighing 54 to 85 kilograms, with a lifespan of 8 to 10 years. A broad head, a barrel chest, and a dense coat, smooth or semi-long, white and brown, glowing against the alpine snow. Its temperament lives up to the name, patient with children, affectionate with family, and so trusting that it rarely barks without reason. Outdoors, its mere presence deters problems. Indoors, it settles like a giant cushion, watching quietly. Keeping one healthy requires 3 basics: moderate exercise, since its joints favor calm, fresh shelter and shade as heat overwhelms it far more than snow, and simple hygiene, especially ears and that abundant drool, along with carefully measured meals to preserve its ideal weight. And about that famous brandy barrel often painted around its neck? Pure myth, invented by an English artist in the 19th century. Yet the legend lives on, and whether in art or in life, the St. Bernard continues to embody hope in the middle of a storm. That's the St. Bernard, noble as a monk, strong as an avalanche, and tender as a giant teddy bear. Give it space, a cool spot, and your love, and you'll have your very own guardian angel. No brandy required. Number 3. The Celtic Giant, the Irish Wolfhound. A hound so tall that it once required its own seat at the banquets of Gaelic kings. Its paw prints appear as far back as 273 BC. Bred to hunt wolves and bring down deer, this giant sighthound marched alongside tribal chiefs and Irish warriors for over 1,000 years. In the Middle Ages, only the nobility could own one, and even the number of dogs was regulated by rank. By the 19th century, the breed was nearly extinct. Wolves were gone, and so was its purpose, but Captain George Graham gathered the few survivors and saved it from disappearing. The numbers are astonishing, standing 71 to 86 centimeters at the shoulder, weighing 48 to 75 kilograms, with a lifespan of 6 to 8 years. A long, muscular body covered in a rough coat of gray, fawn, black, or brindle, eyes sharp as an eagle's, and strides that cut across the grass like giant compasses. Yet behind the colossus lies a gentle heart. At home, it is calm, affectionate, and famous for its patience with children. So docile that it rarely serves as a guard dog, its size intimidates more than its nature. With strangers, it greets politely, as if carrying the memory of another era. Caring for one is about rhythm and space, daily walks and a stretch of land to extend those long legs, controlled runs, never abrupt jumps. Its wiry coat needs brushing a couple of times a week. At mealtime, split portions of high-quality food, since growing slowly is the key to healthy joints in a body that nearly touches a meter tall. Celtic trivia. In Julius Caesar's time, these dogs were already known. Centuries later, Oliver Cromwell banned their export as Ireland was running short and still needed them to keep wolves at bay. That's the Irish Wolfhound, the tallest of them all, yet among the gentlest. A living piece of Gaelic legend, now trading forests for your sofa, if there's enough room for such grandeur. Number 2. The Apollo of dog breeds, the Great Dane, a living statue that somehow still believes it can sit on your lap. Despite its name, it's purely German. In the 18th century, breeders mixed mastiffs with sighthounds to create a boar hunter that combined power with speed. The German nobility quickly adopted it. Chancellor Otto von Bismarck was never seen without one. Later, through a curious misunderstanding by a French traveler in Copenhagen, the breed was dubbed Dane. Its numbers are awe-inspiring. standing 72 to 86 centimeters at the shoulder, weighing 45 to 90 kilograms, with a lifespan of 7 to 9 years. Long legs, elegant lines, and a presence that fills any room the moment it enters. Classic colors include brindle, harlequin, steel blue, glossy black, or the golden fawn that shines like sunlight. Its temperament is that of a gentle giant, affectionate, calm, and surprisingly adaptable, even to a modest apartment, as long as it's near its family. With children, it shows infinite patience. With strangers, just 2 steps from its shadow are enough to inspire respect, though it rarely barks without reason. To keep it healthy, 3 pillars matter. Daily walks, but controlled. Its joints need softness, split meals to avoid gastric torsion, and an XXL bed where it can stretch out without hanging halfway off. Frequent vet checkups monitor hips, heart, and stomach, because in a body this big, everything is magnified. A record-breaking fact: a Great Dane named Zeus from Michigan entered the Guinness World Record standing 112 centimeters at the shoulder, over 2 meters tall when on his hind legs. And if Scooby-Doo rings a bell, yes, the creators based the world's most cowardly cartoon dog on this very colossus. That's the Great Dane, the height of a miniature giraffe, the heart of a giant teddy bear, and the elegance of a Greek god. Give it a sturdy sofa, carefully measured meals, and your constant presence, and it will give you everything in return, including the attempt to sit right on your lap. Number 1, the ultimate colossus, the English Mastiff, a dog that can weigh as much as a bear, yet carries the calm of a monk. As a modern breed, it was consolidated and standardized in England between the 18th and 19th centuries. During that time, it served mainly as a grand guardian of estates and properties, and in darker times was used in practices now long forbidden. 2 world wars nearly pushed it to extinction, but breeders from the United States and the United Kingdom joined forces to restore the giant to its throne. And when we talk size, this is where records are written. Height ranging from 70 to 91 centimeters at the shoulder, weight between 70 and 110 kilograms, and a lifespan of 6 to 10 years. A barrel-wide chest, a square head, and a gentle gaze that contrasts with all that mass. In temperament, it is the true gentle giant, calm, patient, deeply attached to its family. It rarely barks because it doesn't need to. Its presence alone is enough to make anyone think twice before stepping inside. With children, it's like a teddy bear bodyguard. With strangers, it stays dignified and reserved until introduced. Caring for one requires practical sense. Short, cool walks to protect its joints. It wasn't born for marathons. Meals measured to the gram, since every extra kilo multiplies the strain on its hips. And always fresh water plus a shaded spot, because heat wears it down more than most breeds. Record-breaking fact: a Mastiff named Zorba, born in London, reached 156 kilograms and 2.90 meters from nose to tail, still unbeaten in the Guinness World Records. A true piece of furniture on legs, more in need of a parking spot than a bed. That's the English Mastiff, the raw strength of British history wrapped in the temperament of a Buddha. Give it space, shade, and your steady company. It will give you calm, loyalty, and without question, the absolute record on our list. We've walked through the land of the XXL canines, where the Borzoi touches 60 kilometers per hour, and the English Mastiff weighs as much as a bear. So tell me, which of these colossi would you welcome into your home? And which would you rather admire from behind a fence? Share it with me in the comments. If you learned something new today, give us a like, subscribe to Curiometro, and don't forget to ring the bell. Thank you for joining us. See you in the next video.